This your boy Ruben. Had to go ahead and break out this video upon the news, and it looks like our free agency's over, Knicks fans. So, what have we done this year that I think should have Knicks fans very excited? Today, which I wasn't even sure was possible upon hearing that we re-signed Derrick Rose, we re-signed Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks, which I'm good with. Alec Burks really came on at the end of last season, especially as a bucket getter off the bench, and even showed some glimpses of being a very solid defender. I'm happy to see Noel back, especially as insurance for Mitchell Robinson. And we definitely needed D Rose, who kind of was the heart of the team coming off the bench last year, and was definitely our best playoff performer. So these are all plus signings. A lot of people were concerned about the signings until we found out that the contracts aren't fully guaranteed, which means these it allows for flexibility because it's my understanding that the last year of these deals, they're essentially 2-year deals, which gives you a lot more flexibility. They're all making like 10-year per. So if they needed to facilitate a trade, those contracts can easily be moved or finagled, or you guys get what I'm saying. Like, even if they hold on to them this year, next year, they're theoretically expiring deals, which hold value in this NBA, right? So the big signing we ended up with, as far as contract wise, we ended up with Evan Fournier at almost 19 mil per. He did sign a 4-year deal, option for the fourth. It's a team option. I don't love the money, of course, but it's also a manageable deal. It's 3 years. If we do need to, the key word here is flexibility. The Knicks managed to get better while maintaining flexibility. So he does have the 3 years with the team option at 19 per, but Fournier is a legit 3. I don't want to necessarily say 3 and D guy and cast aspersions that he's this great defender, which he's not, but he's a willing defender. But what we lost in Bullock, he's definitely a significant upgrade in terms of what he provides offensively. Julius Randle, in terms of offense, was our only bucket getter in terms of, in ISO situations. He was the only guy that can get a bucket. And in the playoffs, that got exposed because once they shut that down, we kind of didn't have nothing else but Derrick Rose. And then we saw how he ran out of gas. So there's the issue there. Now, right there, I thought kind of our season was a little bit over, and I was trying to, brew on it. And then, boom, this morning, big news, Kemba Walker signing, $8 million deal. We don't know if there were any years committed, but for Kemba Walker agreeing to the buyout and then taking an $8 million deal with the Knicks, I'm pretty sure it's like a 1-year deal, prove it type of deal. If there's multiple years, I'm sure that there's some kind of options involved. So, needless to say, this is a team that made the 4th seed last year and got better. So starting lineup should look like Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Kemba Walker. Our bench should look like Alec Burks, Derrick Rose, quickly topping. We did re-sign Taj Gibson to a very minimal deal. It's not even worth mentioning. And then we got our draft picks at the end of the bench. In Quentin Grimes, Miles McBride, Jericho Sims, which I'm not sure what they're going to do with him. And then, of course, we still have Kevin Knox. So this is a solid 15 man. I didn't do the math there as I was stating their names. But this is a solid, good 15-man rotation. They're not going to run a 15-man rotation, but we've got solid players and depth. So that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. I do think we give up a little something with Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier entering the starting lineup, but we do play very good team defense. And as I previously stated, it's not like Reggie Bullock was all-world defensively. I just think our defensive concepts, and I think these guys will buy in. They'll be willing defenders. You're probably going to definitely have to hide Kemba Walker a little bit. But in what we gave up defensively will still be good defensively overall. We still have an anchor in Mitchell Robinson in the middle that is going to revolve around. And I think RJ Barrett's becoming a very good defender. So with that being said, what we have given up defensively in the way of, Alfred Payton, which thank God we didn't bring him back, and Reggie Bullock, we've definitely gotten significantly better offensively. This definitely going to take the pressure off of Julius Randle. You can't just double and triple team him with Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker on the court. So I'm definitely hyped for this season just on the strength of our roster right now. But let me give you my two thoughts that really have me excited for the future. One, I really feel like this is the year RJ Barrett has to start showing, if he's going to be a star, that this is the year he has to kind of take a turn, or at least show that, you know what, he's reaching a new level. Last year, he fixed a lot of his shooting woes. While he can shoot better, he did still shoot 40% from three, and was becoming very good on the catch and shoot. I want to see him be able to actually take over and become the star that a lot of people envision with the third pick when he was drafted. So if RJ Barrett ascends, which I have zero doubt that there's a chance that can happen, considering this is a very hardworking team. And Kemba Walker just holds up, Fournier as well, just holds up injury-wise. This team's going to be a very good one. But what has me even more hype, aside from the fact that, you know what, if we run this team back as is, I think we're going to be a very good team, is the possibilities of, we have so many assets now for a Damian Lillard move or a move for any kind of star. We have so many assets. If we decide to, I've been saying that I'm more on the side of keeping the young talent, and I know we love Julius Randle, but if we can trade Julius Randle for Damian Lillard, and clearly it's not going to be one for one, we're going to have to throw in extra picks and players to accommodate that. As long as we're able to keep the majority of our young talent that we've been drafting and grooming the last couple of years, I'm okay with that. I think Toppin can replace, and would play better chemistry-wise with Lillard than Julius Randle would anyway. Plus, it allows you to use that cap space to double dip for somebody, like I previously stated. Maybe a Bradley Beal hits the free agent market next year. We can make some things happen. So all these contracts are definitely manageable to get off the books if we need it to go ahead and acquire a superstar or even two. Or if you want to go the route of pairing like a Damian Lillard, of course, and I keep saying Damian Lillard because he's at the top of my list, you trade some of the youth and you pair Damian Lillard with Julius Randle and whatever veterans are left over. Either way, I think these are good options to have. We have all the assets in place to go ahead and make whatever moves we want, and that's the best way to just handle business in general. We're in a very good spot, good position. If a star wants out come the trade deadline, guess who's going to be there to definitely make that phone call and offer, just assets in the way of value between players and picks. So that's my thoughts on that, guys. Get back at me, holla at your boy, and remember to like and subscribe, all right? Peace.